Hello rose lovers and welcome back to my channel. The garden is looking rather lovely today and I was thinking it's a perfect time to do a garden tour. We are now at the beginning of June and most of my roses have started flowering. The sun is in and out today and I hope the image quality will be good enough for you to be able to see all the details. So with no further ado, let's start with one of the most impressive roses that I have in my garden. This is Rose Eden by Meilland. This is located by the deck and is full of flowers. The flowers are so heavy and most of them they are facing down, but they are just beautiful. I planted this last summer, so this is his second season in the ground. It has a very light fragrance, but you can forget that when you have a rose looking so beautiful and flowering so much. The flowers last for ages. I don't even remember when this one started. It has to be at least 2 weeks. So this rose is also great as a cut flower. The flower lasts a very long time in a vase. Next to Eden, I have a whiter shade of pale by Colin Pearce. This is a hybrid tea, exceptionally beautiful and fragrant. The flowers are most of them gone now, but I will insert a video on how this was looking a few weeks ago. On to the other side of the deck, I have Rose Baby Eisvogel by Kordes. This one is in a pot. This is a white rose with a light fragrance. The flowers last for ages and it's a very healthy rose. I was expecting to be a bit smaller, but I think he's loving his life here. Next onto the corner, I have a climbing rose. This is the Generous Gardener by David Austin. I had to catch this one in flower last week because the flowers last only for 2 or 3 days in the garden. It checks all the other boxes in terms of health, fragrance, beauty and growth. This is a climber and it grew these 2 massive canes this spring, which is very impressive. And also has a few buds. I think the flowers are very beautiful, but unfortunately they don't last too much. Next I have Tropicana by Tantau. This rose was looking very bad last season, but I decided to give it another chance because it's a very beautiful rose with an exceptionally good fragrance. I planted this in a pot and I hope will do better this year. Next to that, also in pots, I have Jubilee Papa Meilland getting ready to flower, together with Roald Dahl, both in buds. Right next to that are the 2 newest additions to the garden, Rose Earth Angel or Secret Parfuma and Rose Trendy. I just planted those and I will post more details about them very soon. So make sure to subscribe if you want to be notified every time I release a new episode. I will continue the tour with the roses planted along the fence line. The first rose is Mary Delany. This is a David Austin climbing rose that has about 3 years into the ground. It smells very nice. The flowers last like a medium length of time and it has very nice red canes, almost thornless. Next in line is Rose Joie de Vivre by Kordes. I tried to protect it and I put a pot in front of it because my dogs will bark through the fence to my neighbor's dog and they will jump on the roses and has already broken a few stems on this one and on Marie Delany. So this is Joie de Vivre, it's a nice healthy rose and is just about to open. This one is Koco Loko, a bare root this winter. It's looking healthy, but it's still small. Next is Rose Wollerton Old Hall. This is a climber that I planted last summer, so it has less than 1 year into the ground. I can see nice growth and I'm happy with that. It's a fragrant rose with a myrrh scent, although not my favorite. The flowers are nodding down and I don't like that too much about this one, but maybe with time it will be stronger or it will climb up the fence and they will nod down and I will be able to see them better. Next I have Rose Special Anniversary by Edward Smith. This rose has been flowering for a while now. It has a nice scent, but is not the healthiest rose. The flowers do last for a while. Right next to it I have Rose You're Beautiful. This was a bare root this winter from J. Parker's and is looking healthy and is full of buds. The following rose is Claire Austin. I saw on Facebook groups that people are asking why there are not too many information and posts about this one, and I think because there are not too many great things to be said. This is in his first year and it was a potted rose that I planted last summer. I chose this rose purely by looking at the photo on Google Images and I was impressed by the beauty and the flowers, but now I also see that this rose has already a ton of black spot. It has been attacked by all sorts of bugs. The flowers are very droopy, nodding down, and they only last for about 2 days. I hope that in few years' time it will grow out of all of this. The next rose is Marie Curie by Meilland, also known as Romantic Dreams. This was sent to me by mistake by Hockney and I'm so very grateful because otherwise I wouldn't have bought this rose. I absolutely love this rose, it's very healthy, it has nice upright flowers that last forever, smells amazing, very different of all David Austin roses, and the blend of color, it's out of this world. The following rose is Sweet Juliet by David Austin. This was the very first rose that flowered for me this spring, even if it was a bare root this winter. The flower lasts almost 3 weeks, and now I see new canes and 2 more buds forming. Definitely I recommend this rose if you can get your hands on one. Next rose is Great Expectation. It's not doing too much, and this was a rescue from a garden center last summer. The next rose is Timeless Cream, also known as Eau de Parfum by Novak. This is just about to open, but not quite there. The following rose is Crimson Cascade by Frier. This is a climber with very nice dark red velvety flowers. It has a medium scent and the flowers do last for a long time. The next rose in line is Eustacia Vibe by David Austin. Currently, this is my favorite rose in the garden. It's full of flowers, it smells very nice and the flowers are upright. They last for a medium length of time and it's a healthy rose, but it was attacked very badly by the aphids this spring. Like the majority of my roses was planted last summer and it has put nice growth so far. Next I have Rose It's a Wonderful Life by Dixon. It's nice and healthy and is getting ready to flower. The same is Peach Melba. This is a climber by Kordes. It has put some new growth and is getting ready to flower. Next I have Hot Chocolate and is struggling a bit. This was a bare root planted this winter. Right next I have another bare root from this winter and this is Princess Alexandra of Kent. This one is now at his second bloom and I'm well impressed. The flowers are very large, they smell amazing and they do last for a good length of time. This is Queen of Sweden. It's a bare root planted this winter and already has 2 buds. The following rose is David Hockney. This is a Meilland rose and it's a climber. It has a very light fragrance, almost to none, but has the most beautiful flowers. I absolutely love the color combination and how profusely it flowers. Next I have Rose Eisvogel. This is a recent purchase and is looking great so far. I cannot wait to see it in bloom. Right next to it I have Rose Penelope Lively. This is now in his 3rd season and I can say it's not so droopy like in the first year. It smells very nice and is generally healthy. Next I have 2 bare root roses that I have planted this winter and they are trying their best. I have White Parfum de Provence and Violet Parfum. I will give some time to those 2. The following rose is a climber. This is James Galway by David Austin. It's doing okay-ish, not too bad but not too great also. It has a new long cane but not too many flowers. Now I will show you the 4 roses that I have next to my shed. The first one is Wedding Piano, very healthy with a lot of buds. It was a potted rose that I planted last summer from Eastcroft's roses, together with Ascot that I will show you in a minute. The second rose is Sweet Honey with a ton of buds. I cannot wait for this one to open. Look how many buds! And it had 3 new basil canes this spring. Clearly it's loving life here next to my shed. The third one is Ascot. A very nice burgundy color, very nice and elegant rose. And the last one here is Kiss Me Kate. It has a lot of blind stems, but luckily it also has new growth, new basal canes, and they have some buds, so I might have some flower from this one. I can see already it's a vigorous climber. Back to the fence line, I still have Rose Boscobel and Distant Drums. They are both bare root planted this winter, so they are not too much to show off. Onto the other side of the fence, on the left hand side, I have the first one in line is Strawberry Hill. This is a David Austin climber, planted also last summer from a pot. It's doing okay-ish. It's not the most vigorous climber, but it smells incredible, and I'm very happy with this purchase. Next to it, I have Wild Eve. This is a large shrub by David Austin, and it was a bare root only planted this winter. The following rose is Chandos Beauty. The buds looks like they have been eaten by some insects, but other than that, it's looking healthy. Next, I have one of my Olivia Austin. I have to admit that this is a fantastic rose, and I can see why this is the best seller for David Austin. It has a lot of flowers on the shrub. They smell very nice, and they are so beautiful. Both my Olivia suffered from powdery mildew last summer, but I moved them here. I pruned them really hard, and look at them how beautiful and healthy are now. I'm very happy with them. Next to Olivia is Othello by David Austin. This is a pocket rose that I have planted at the beginning of the year. It's not doing too much, but it's alive, and that's okay for now. The following is my mystery rose. This is a rose that I have purchased from Poundland shop about 3 or 4 years ago, and I kept it because it checks all the boxes for a rose. It has nice flowers, lasting about 4 or 5 days. It has great fragrance and upright growth. It's healthy now, but it does struggle with powdery mildew into the second part of the season. Recently, I went into a Poundland shop and I checked what yellow roses they have, and I found one called Garden Princess, so I think this could be the name of my mystery rose. Next, I have a nice lupin and a clematis going up the fence, and then my second Olivia, also looking great. After Olivia, I have Duchess of Cornwall or Chippendale by Tantau. I'm so impressed so far with this rose. It was a bare root only 6 months ago, and now it already has 3 flowers and 1 bud just about to open. The flowers last for a very long time and they are fragrant. This one is definitely a winner. Next I have an Astromelia into a pot, and I was thinking to plant it in between 2 roses, but I'm still doing some research. I read that it can be invasive and I don't want to damage my roses, so I put this on hold. Please let me know in the comments down below if you have this type of flower in your garden and if it's invasive or not. I think it's also called Peruvian lily. The following rose is Belle du Jour by Delbar, also known in France as Château de Cheverny. This is a unique rose, very healthy, upright growth, very fragrant, and flowers up until late November. This is also one of my favorites. The following is All My Loving by Frier. Very soon will be open, together with his neighbor Pacific Blue. After that I have Rose Absolutely Fabulous by Caruth, also known as Julia Child or Soulmate. I love the shape of the flowers, the nice glow that they have, and is very fragrant. The next 4 roses, they are not doing too much, so I will skip those. Those are Ginger Syllabub, Leonardo da Vinci that is getting ready to flower, Passion Forever, and My Darling. Sunny Sky is thrown a new basil shoot, so I am very happy about this one. Also in this corner I have Donahue by David Austin. This is a very large shrub, a spectacular rose, very nice cupped shaped blooms, fragrant and healthy. And it has a ton of buds that are waiting to open. At the base of my rose arch, I have 2 climbers, Rose Jardina on one side and Rose High Hopes onto the other, both very healthy. One day I hope to see this arch all covered in blooms. Next to my raised beds I have Rose Felicia. This is a hybrid musk, very fragrant, with medium to small flowers. Here at the back of the garden I have 2 roses that I don't know the name of, and I won't keep them. I just want to give them another chance this year and to see how they are doing. The very last rose that I forgot to film, I have only a photo, is Rose Westerland and is doing really well, it's full of buds. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch this garden tour. I hope you enjoyed and is useful for you if you want to purchase new roses. Please let me know in the comments which one you like it best. I have 4 favorite roses today that I cannot decide between, and those are Eustacia Vi, David Hockney, Donahue and Olivia Austin. I'm very happy with how my roses are looking, and I think that my fertilizing regime has paid off. You can click the next episode if you want to see how I'm fertilizing my roses and how I'm taking care of them. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and see you next time. Happy gardening everyone!